Hi everyone, and welcome to Southern Motors, Michigan's leading muscle and classic car dealer since 1978. Remember, you can always go online and check out our updated inventory at southernmotors.com. Today, guys, we're going to take a look at probably one of the nicest 69 Camaros you'll ever see. You guys know that I own every vehicle that's in my building. This is not my car. This is, a lot of you guys are going to know, you guys know Greg. He works for me. He's traveled around the country with me buying cars. This is his personal car. He's going to sell it, so I told him I'd advertise it for him. But really, you're probably going to be dealing directly with Greg. Stunning car. I can tell you this car is absolutely beautiful. He bought this car out of Tennessee from actually a friend of ours. A lot of people know him as Four Barrel. He's just a gearhead out of Tennessee. Actually, he's out of Georgia. But great car. Greg's actually the third owner on this car. It's got all the original body panels. It's a factory X55 Super Sport car. But Greg bought the car. This car was done. I looked at it for him down at the show in Tennessee. We bought it for him, brought it back. Greg pulled it apart and basically redid the car again. High-end build car. Without a doubt, when we start this thing, it's probably the baddest sounding muscle car I've ever heard. Car just beats the ground. But just beautiful. It's got gorgeous tuxedo black paint on it. That's all brand new. A friend of ours, Scott Strahan, actually painted this car for him. It's got the carbon fiber stripe. It's got all custom leather interior in it. It's going to be a little informal as we go through this because I'm going to have Greg talk to you about the drivetrain because he knows a heck of a lot more about it than I do. But everything you're going to see as we walk around is brand new. You can see it's got the modern headlights in it with the halo in it. All the trim, the stainless, the glass, everything is brand new. Greg brought it here, brought it back home, and completely pulled it apart. And anything that he didn't like, he bought new for it. But killer car. You can see it's got the high-rise cowl hood on it. Gorgeous paint. The paint on the car is just beautiful. Again, all new glass, all the trim is brand new. Yeah, it'll be tough to find. As you can see, I mean, you can see my sign in the background. It's going to be tough to find a nicer 69 for the money, especially if you want one that sounds like this. Greg, what do you figure this is? 10-second car?
This car has been on an 18-inch drag radial, 880 at over 150 miles an hour with a small soft tune on a 28 jet. For all you guys that know, it's about basically a 200 horse shot of nitrous on it. It did run 989 on the motor at 143. Again, on an 18-inch drag radial. It's got a 565 cubic inch big block Chevy. All the best parts money can buy. It's got a scat steel crank, GRP rods, JE pistons, got the aluminum Pro Max heads, all CNC imported. 1150 Dominator. It's got a complete racecraft rear suspension in it. A Profab 9-inch, all powder coated with strange aluminum center section with 389 Pro gear. It has the 5/8 studs, 40 spline gun drilled axles, all by Strange. Obviously Wilwood 4-wheel disc brakes.
It's got the 6-piston front calipers in it. Are they all the way around?
Yeah, all the way around, 4 corners.
What I was trying to point out, you can see the carbon fiber stripe, which is pretty cool. Yep. Greg ordered these. You have these wheels are custom built.
Forgeline wheels. They're 18x8s in the front, 18x9.5s in the rear. They got 275 drag radials in the rear. Actually work really well on this car. All tubular front suspension, as you can see. All 4-corner coil-overs, all 4 corners. Has all the serpentine belt system on the front, SFI balancer.
You can see it's all tubular suspension.
Yep.
It's also got the hammer-coated subframe in there. I'm hoping you can see that.
And the whole rear end's matched. The whole rear end's powder-coated to match the front.
It's got Patriot heads on it.
Yep.
Doug's custom headers.
Yep. It's got 2 systems of nitrous on it, a fogger and a plate system that can be run simultaneously, or they can run separate. As you can see, the Edelbrock Intake's all powder coated to match the underneath of the car. I mean, there's no money at all been spared on this car. It's got a built Sid Neal power glide with a trans brake. 9.5 inch.
The Steeler.
Yeah,
It's got the steel cowl hood, guys.
PTC 9.5 inch converter, nitrous converter.
It's got all March aluminum pulleys and brackets.
Ron Davis front radiator with a custom shroud with fan. I drove this car in our Woodward Dream Cruise this year in bumper-to-bumper traffic, just my wife and kids in it, and I sat in traffic for over an hour, hour and a half from the time I drove it to where I got to where I was going. It never got over 205 degrees in traffic, and it was 85, 88 degrees that day. I drive it. That's what I built it for, but I want to be able to drive it.
But Greg likes to go fast too, guys. That's, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys know his background, but I think you're one time the world record holder.
Yep.
At Outlaw 10.5 car.
I replaced anything that needed to be replaced, glass, trim, every piece of glass in this car is brand new. Tilt column with the sport wheel.
This is really cool too. These are actually stock 69 Camaro seats. They've just been refinished. You know, it's leather with the velour in there. Really nicely done. Sport wheel. It's got a Cheetah SCS shifter in it. The cage. What's cage sorted at?
It's just got a street cage.
Just a street cage, guys. How many miles are on it, Greg?
Got about probably close to 400 miles on it since the car's been
400 miles on it since it's been built. It's got all the custom gauges in it.
Brand new stereo system.
Custom sound system that sounds good. Although when he fires it up, you don't hear it. There's no need in playing it while it's running because this thing really hits a lick, man. It sounds good.
I looked a long time, guys, for a car that's all original panel car that ain't been cut up. And it took me a long time to find this car. When we found it, I knew it was the right car to take apart and make it the way I wanted. Even though it was a nice car before I took it apart, I just wanted to make it my own.
Yeah, don't think this was, you know, just a hunk of junk that that Greg took apart. This thing was done. I mean, this guy had it at a car show. And Greg bought it, took it back, and tore it back apart.
So you can show them. This turns the power on, turns it off so you can see.
You see the car underneath. Again, he's talking about the hammer coat in the rear.
Stock gas tank with a custom sump, Magnaflow fuel pump, 500 fuel pump with all the Earl's black fittings and black braided lines throughout the whole entire car. All the seat belts are all brand new. The impact seat belts adds a nice touch to it.
I mean, just a beautiful car, man. Again, we travel all over buying cars, so I think that'll kind of give you an idea what kind of quality this thing is. It's his personal car, man. Yep, you're going fired up. guys, make sure you keep track of our inventory at southernmotors.com or pick up the phone. Give us a call, 248-620-3355. Have a great day, guys.